Oh, thanks, Lewis. But hello, everyone. Welcome to VSL season 12 finale. And it's the final season of F123, and we have arrived in Portimao. Welcome along. Grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, grab your drink, get ready. Let's go. So, little word of the structure tonight before we go into one-shot qualifying. Two 35% races. First one-shot qualifying, and then second one in reverse grid. Obviously, all rules follow. But let's go. Who's it going to take us on? It's going to take us on Jordan Lane. We're going to stay with him. So let's get that up. I can't do much. There you go, full lap. Let's see if he's on a lap. He is. He's currently second, so we know he's got a bit of downforce as he goes into turn one. Those two a bit understeery. That's not great, but it is dry qualifying, so we'll see. That's a great qualifying so far. He was up second, and now he's down really far. But we'll follow him anyway. We'll carry on board as Endo and Glock are still in top three. Yeah. So. We'll see what those guys do. Obviously, we got obviously two championships to decide tonight. We have got the Drivers' Championship and the Teams' Championship. Glock and Finley are fighting out for the championship for the drivers. With Glock obviously going for his second VSL F1 title, and Finley going for his first. And then in the teams, you have got AlphaTauri, Alpine, and Alfa Romeo, probably Aston Martin as well, and a long shot of McLaren and Ferrari, not too far back. But Jordan's got back into the top 10 at the moment. He has a bit of a shocking first sector, but he's back in the top 10, and it looks like it's going to be Indigo on pole, and that's going to stop Finley and Glock getting the bonus points, and Indigo the only person in the 15, so there's that one bonus point gone, and that is qualifying over. One shot little qualifying, nice and quick. Obviously we've got two races tonight, like I mentioned, so obviously time is of the essence, and Indigo didn't want to hang around there, and they solidified that point, and obviously the gap is pretty close, and well, Alpine are now, according to this qualifying, and now level with AlphaTauri for qualifying for obviously for the team's championship. So little quick one for the grid. Indigo takes the pole, then Finley in second, Glock third, Lakitu's fourth, Casper fifth, Lewis Craig sixth, Waitsy seventh, Nick eighth, ninth is Ahmed, Jordan is 10th, so that's the top 10. Leroy 11th, JP 12th, Speed Knight 13th, Matt Ryan 14th, Acorns 15th, New Garden, Julie Show, and Stephen just outside the top 15. It is a glamorous return for Speed New Garden tonight. So he hasn't raced so far this season. One of the longest, one of the most drivers, one of the drivers that have raced the most in VSL/PSORC history. It's great to have him back tonight, away from the Fernando Alonso clutches. So we shall see. Get your race predictions in the chat. First race predictions. We'll see who will take that victory. Obviously there's no OBS here, unfortunately. I am not Jess, it's just me, the matter. Just me tonight. So if you want to comment what have you had for dinner, yes, safety car is on, Lewis. If you want to comment what you've had for dinner, and we can discuss that while we're during the intervals of the race. Yeah. Don't know what else. Portimao. Portimao. I wasn't here last season actually, so that's good. Take my 15th victory in VSL, so that was good. And then in tier 2, because there's 2 tiers last season, we've only got 1 tier this year. Tier 2's 2 tiers last season, and Deck Acorn 95 took victory in tier 2, and it was his first first victory of this in VSL. I think it only took him about nearly 100 races to get that first victory, so he got there in the end. yeah, so little rundown of the championship. Obviously, Glock and Finley are going for the drivers. Glock leads Finley though by 23 points now. Obviously, we've got 2 races tonight, so there's plenty of points on offer. Full points as usual in VSL, first all the way down to 15th, with obviously a point for fastest lap and obviously a point for pole position as well. So plenty of points on offer. Obviously, there's no pole position point for the second race because it's a reverse grid. But yeah, obviously Glock is leading Finley of 23 points. So if Glock does outscore Finley in the first race by 4 points, he will win the championship and be a 2-time VSL champion, and will join the likes of myself, obviously being a 4. Let's have a look at the driver, don't we? That would help, doesn't it? I should get this up before. Here we go. Right, so championships. Myself here. It will join Kev as a 2-time champion, and Speed Gareth as a 2-time champion. So we'll move off that illustrious 1-time VSL champion if he wins tonight, if he wins the championship tonight. And obviously Finley will add his name to the list, the ever-growing list of becoming a first-time champion, if he does manage to outscore Glock by 23 points. So obviously 2 35% races. We normally do a 50% race. I don't know if what the drivers are waiting for. They can go now, by the way. 2 35% races. Normally do a 50% race. We normally do a short qualifying and then a 50% race. But tonight, because it's we like to spice it up a bit. Try and keep a bit of intrigue in everything. It's 2 35% races. Now, obviously, with the 2-stop mandatory rule, that is still in play tonight. So even though it's a shorter race distance across the 2 races, with the 2 races I mean, the 2-stop mandatory is still in play. So that does mean if a safety car does come out, your car needs to be clearly within the white lines, the solid white line of the pit entry, to count as a mandatory. So yeah, obviously we had a bit of an incident last week where Naughty Nick, we'll call him Naughty Nick now, he decided to follow the safety car in, and that is unfortunately not allowed. We have got the formation lap, thankfully, for both races. I think we do, yes we do, so that's good. So we can go through the tyres then, see what they've got. The key to Acorn, Speed New Garden are on the mediums. Stephen is on the hards, he's at the back of the grid, so that is no surprise he's going to go a bit of a long distance. I don't know why he's using hards though. It's a 35% race. I'm sure you want to be on the fastest tyres, because 2 stops anyway, you're going to really push and push and push. But yeah, so, and obviously everyone else is on the softs. We are missing a few drivers. Indigo's gone and taken the possible MotoGP line, I don't know, but potentially that's the line. So yeah, a couple of drivers missing tonight. Waze, full time anyway. Waze, Tony Parr, and a couple of people as well. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Waze, Tony Parr. Someone else is missing as well, because obviously we've got 18. But yeah, it's the first time we've had not a full grid this season, I think. Bar, actually, well, if you ignore Valentine's Day, Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. But yeah, it's good to still have a decent number, more than how many points are on offer, so that's always good. But yeah, no one's let me know what they've had for dinner yet, so if you can let that know in the chat, then I can obviously read them through once the race is finished, so that'd be good. But also put your race predictions in the chat as well for the first race. I'm going to go with Indigo for the win, Casper P2, and Finley P3. That's what I'm going to go with. So Finley is going to keep the championship alive by finishing ahead of Glock. That's my prediction, so we shall see. It always makes it difficult anyway, even more. But yeah, we're waiting just for the last few cars to enter the grid, with Stephen in the McLaren. They're obviously 5th in the standings at the moment. Yes, Jacko. It's not Jacko, but you know, Jack Grade. Casper first, Finley second, Glot third. Okay, so he does think. So Jack Grade does also think of a championship decided going to the second race, but we're about to find out then as the 5 red lights are on, and they're about to go out now, and the drivers are still waiting, and we are off and we're away for the first race of the season 12 finale in Portugal as Indigo's gets a great start. Glock and Finley going side by side into turn 1. Finley just about holds on. Glock is going to go round the outside, bit of contact between the two. Is Finley going to be able to hold on? He's going to send it down the inside of Indigo. He does. What about Glock? Is he going to push him out wide? No, Glock is going to have the inside line and pushes him out wide himself, so Glock is now into P2, but Finley's going to not give up that easy. He's going to hold it round the outside. Is he going to have the traction? He's going to go off the track as there's not much room to hold there, but just enough, just fair enough. But a Glock leads the way with Indigo. A bit of action moving the back with Leroy and Deck both moving up in the Ferraris. But here we go, also into a file through in this set, obviously up and down roller coaster as JP has lost it somewhere. He's had a bit of collision with a Mercedes, it looks like. It's obviously a tricky corner to get, but that's a yellow flag in sector 2. Are we going to get our first safety car? Obviously we had a first safety car in lap 1 in Belgium. We had many safety cars in Belgium. I think Bern Myland had led the whole most laps. But Casper down the inside of Lakitu. Enough about safety car chat, Matt, let's go. But Casper up into 4th, gets past Lakitu. Lewis Craig, solid P6 here. Obviously at the highest TAS at the moment, so doing pretty well, as there's a few guys in the pits, and it is Casper banking off early, trying to avoid that safety car. Also, there's quite a few cars in, which is great to see. Obviously with these 35% races, you need to get those stops out of the way, especially the 2-stop mandatory, especially after last week. We know what happened last week, but if you didn't, check it out, it's on the channel. And also if you're here as well, don't forget to like and subscribe. But what about Glock? Is Glock going to send it on the Indigo? He's not. He's thinking the Lund game here at the moment. Indigo, we know he's got the pace. Obviously started debut season here in VSL as well, last few rounds. And he's obviously in the same team as a Glock. So I'm sure he will... No, Glock is not. He's definitely not. But Finley's got a penalty. That is not good. But I think that could... if he... Yeah, there's a couple of options where he was run wide, so if he got picked up a warning there, potentially the stewards potentially could remove that. I don't know. Always time to tell. Could go all down to the stewards. We always like that, especially 2021. But yeah, obviously Glock's got to play it smart now. He's in an X sandwich. Obviously they're both in 2 different teams. But obviously with Glock being not in the same esports team, I'm sure there's going to be a bit of tactics being at play here between Indigo and Finley. As Glock, is he going to go for it? He's not going to go for it. DRS is not yet. Oh, it's a DRS. It is enabled now this lap. So he's obviously within that DRS. As there's a few more guys into the pits, Leroy and Judy show. Obviously Leroy has been one of the guys to watch out for when it comes to strategy in these new 2-stop mandatory rules. He's obviously banked off 2 victories himself due to it. So yeah, but obviously he's just fallen away in the championship the last few races, and he's going to do well to hold on to P5 today, especially with Casper and Indio flying behind him with only like 3 or 4 points separating the two. So yeah, but those top 3 now are just breaking away. As Lakitu, obviously on those mediums, not going to be able to keep up, but he's in a bit of no man's land here. He's got a nice 1.5 seconds gap to the, well, nearly 2-second gap now to the guys in 3rd. Obviously Lewis Craig is just outside of DRS, but he needs to get that DRS because Nick is going to absolutely fly by, and I'm sure Waitsy will fly by as well in the AlphaTauri if he's close enough. What about his final run? What's he going to do? Is he going to use it? He is using, but he's stopped using it now. What about Nick? He's got a bit of VRS as Lewis Craig dips into the pits, and I think that's a smart choice there. Get that first mandatory stop out the way. Obviously Nick's got DRS, but so has Waitsy, obviously with the slipstream as well, but no effect done so far. It stays in as Jordan Lane is also into the pits, making his first stop, mandatory first stop, so well done. So they're getting that one out of the way. But Nick a bit wide there. That's going to allow Waitsy. He didn't have the best run, but he's going to allow Waitsy to have a bit of a look. But he just stays behind for now. that we missed that one. So Glock has taken the lead. Apologies. But probably should have watched that anyway. But Glock has now taken the lead. So sort of the ex-esports plan of trying to get Finley to win this championship, it's not quite working. But should be interesting. We'll see what we can do. As Finley, we know he's got the pace, but just results have just not gone his way. He's going to obviously rue that disqualification in Monaco if it comes down to it. I'm sure it's Monaco, but anyway, he did get disqualified this season. So you know, if he does that, and then sort of just cost him in the championship, I think. But yeah, Glock has fallen away, but obviously Indigo is going to close in again. It looks like Glock's got the pace, so it's good pace so far. What about Waitsy? Waitsy's getting down the inside of Nick into turn 1, and he gets that job done. Yeah, he stays within track limits, so that's a nice, good move from Waitsy there. Obviously, these guys know each other racing. Obviously, used to be in the same esports teams of ERT, but now they're on a separate journey elsewhere. But yeah, the top 3 stay the same as Nick goes down. Oh no, Waitsy had a bit of a look, but no, Nick's got past Waitsy, sorry. But yeah, the top 6 now have just fallen away. I'll see there's a few people in the pits. Obviously, Pete's in the pits, set to 1 yellow flag. Who is that? Is that Pete? Or is he going so slow? It's a Red Bull of Matt Ryan. He's spun round. Is it doing it? No, he's not been stationary for long. But that's cost him there. He's pitted quite early on those mediums, and he's already spun. So that's not going to be good for his long cause. And hopefully he can get a cheeky safety car to get back into the race. But it's all this 2-stop manager's rule, especially with no stopping under safety car, does bring out the brain moving. As Glock and Indigo are in the pits. Finley's in the pits. Glock, Indigo's hit Glock as well. Oh my goodness me! It's all happening. It's all happening. But look at who leads the way. He's going to stay out. There's Waitsy's in the pits as well. There's a few guys pitting now on lap 6. Then the guys that have not stopped yet. Well, obviously New Darden. Obviously new to this, but O'Stevens in the pits. Is New Darden going to try and lead a race? Is that what he's going to try and do? Is he going to get out of the pits ahead? Yes, he is. So I'm sure on his return he's going to try and get it out. Yeah, and try and probably lead a lap. He's got nothing to lose. It's his first race back for a while. But yeah, obviously a bit of contact between Glock and Indigo as he enters the pit, so that's a bit of controversy there. Did Indigo pit for a new wind? I don't think he did. Well, there was contact, but I don't know if he got damage. I'm not too sure. Jess normally has those telematics, but I don't. Or don't know where to find it. But Finley had a bit of a moment there. That's going to allow Casper, obviously pitted on that lap 1, and he's still sort of stayed the same really. He's not lost anything, especially with the 4-lap old mediums where these guys are on fresher. He's going to lose out even more. So it's a nice little little strategy, but it's not quite worked out. He's obviously banked on that safety car coming out, but it's not quite worked out. And at the moment it looks like Alpine are going to lead the constructors at the end of the first race. Nick's in the pits. What about New Garden? He's got a 4.3 seconds to hold on. Lakitu, I'm guessing Lakitu may be pitting soon at the end of this lap, I would have thought. New Garden's going to stay out, but he's got 3.8 seconds to try and hold on for this lap. Obviously Glock is absolutely flying, but Indigo, I think he must have damage because he's sort of, well, hard to tell, but all dirty, yeah. But Judy Show is the second driver now to pick up a penalty, as there's a couple of guys going side by side. It is Deck and Judy Show, as Deck and Judy Show, bit of wheel banging, all of them raw and fair, but all there. And I think Deck hasn't pitted. No, he has pitted early on, but he's gone for a set of softs, and that's going to allow Waitsy a bit of argy-bargy there between him and Judy Show. That's going to allow Waitsy down the inside of Deck, and Waitsy's now going to set his eyes on Judy Show, as yep, O'Steven and JP are battling side by side. The two pairs, obviously. O'Steven's obviously not had a great start great season. He's near the back end of the championship standings, but he's battling JP here, who's around the top 10 mark. So as JP goes down the inside of O'Steven, goes for the switchback, he doesn't quite make the move as bit of weaving or maybe a bit of lag. But Glock, obviously, we mentioned there, is on the back of Nudarden now. So I don't think Nudarden's going to lead a race, unfortunately, as Lakitu's going to stay out for another lap. So that sort of dream of leading a race then is not going to happen then for Nudarden, because this is just going to keep holding. I don't think he's going to do any team orders. There's no team orders in play here. Glock is going to be fuming. He's going to go round the outside of his teammate. Makes that easy move. Indigo's going down the inside. Indigo, luckily, Glock's got DRS as well. What about Finley? Nudarden's going to defend from Finley, which we love to see. You know, well, you know, I don't bias, but always good to see a bit of battling, whether you're in the race or not in the race. So well done. But JP and O'Stephen are still battling for P16 and P9. Well, for P16 is JP's had a bit of a moment. He's going to go for that. And as Nudarden spun, what's happened there? I don't think he collected anyone. I think he's just spun himself. I don't think. Or he may have done it. You know, it's struggling tractor, especially on traction. Obviously up and down. If you haven't got the setup right, you're going to struggle with those rears. As Lakitu's finally in the pits, and that's going to allow Glock to, well, sweep the lead. And Lakitu's a smart move there. He's going to obviously stay out, obviously 6 laps more than Casper, so obviously you knew Casper was going to get the undercut, so I'm sure Lakitu is going to go for softs now. He's going to be super aggressive. I think he's going to go soft, it looks like. I mean, that's going to be the strategy, whereas these guys are going to go medium, soft. So nice little strategy call, get those management stops out of the way. So it looks like everyone bar Nudarden has made a mandatory stop, which I'm sure. Oh, what's happened there? Someone spun round. It is Casper in the Alpine, and that's not going to help his cause for fighting for P5 in the championship. He's already behind his teammate, but JP down the inside of O'Stephen. I'm sure he'll want to make that move solid now. Casper and Leroy. Leroy's got past Casper. Casper looks like Leroy's just going to hold on for. Well, it looks like P6 does. Indigo's leading, but Ahmed's got past him as well. So that is an absolute terrible error there from Casper. It looked like, and that's going to. Well, that's cost him now potentially provisional P5 in the race. But Jordan Lane going round the outside of Nudarden. Nudarden's obviously on those older tyres, and that's just going to be a really easy move there for Jordan there. Obviously making his return back last week with a great podium in Belgium. After obviously a few safety cars, but he kept his nerve and he got a brilliant third. He's obviously up to 9th now, and I'm sure he'll be happy with the result if he does stay like this as well. But yes, Yuri up the Nudarden, come on, let's go. Obviously Joseph Nudarden in real life, unfortunately looks like he's got disqualified from St Petersburg in the IndyCar news. But we'll talk about less about IndyCar news, because Glock and Finley are battling as Indigo's got past Glock and Finley side by side. Oh my, I think the Glock's going to hold on to it. I don't know why he's holding on to it. He's got a massive gap. He doesn't need to really fight it, to be honest. He just needs to just stay there. But yeah, I think a bit of RG, bit of respect lost between the two pairs last week, following a bit of a reporting of an incident. But yeah, so I don't think there'll be any love lost. So yeah, I'm sure Glock will not be happy with Finley. But Finley, as it stands, with 13 laps to go, he's going to take the championship into the final race as it stands. So obviously, if Finley gets ahead of Glock, obviously the top 3, 25 points. Obviously a bonus point for the fastest lap, but 25 points for the win, 20 points for second place. So obviously if Glock won the race and Finley finished second, it wouldn't be enough. But with obviously 20 and then 15, it's not enough for Finley either. So he does need to get ahead of Glock as soon as possible. I'm surprised that Indigo hasn't let him go here. Obviously I know you're not supposed to, but Glock's down the inside of Finley. Finley just about losing room. It's a quite audacious dive bomb there from Glock. He's going to settle him from the back end of Indigo, but that's not going to allow Glock. Is he going to send it again? No, not quite. But he stays there. But Lakitu, obviously a 2-lap pole, he's on just below 6 seconds. He's clearly ahead of Lewis Craig. So those two are there. Shame for Casper, obviously down in P9 now. But it looks like Leroy's made his second stop, as well as Nudarden has finally made his stop. And I think Deck has also made his second stop as well, it looks like. So yes, so obviously the 15th, 16th of Deck and Leroy. Oh my life, New Darden's about to get past Leroy, or I think he has actually, so my goodness me. New Darden is on a charge, and he's got past Leroy, and I don't think Leroy will be happy with that. But I'm sure they'll be having a bit of fun anyway. Yeah, Leroy back past New Darden for 16th place. It's no points at the moment as Pete picks up a penalty. Another driver added to the list of penalties. It's a tricky track, but what about Finley? Finley's not going to go past Indigo here. So, is he going to go for it? I don't know if they're in the chat or anything. But I don't know. Finley looks like he's got a good pace at the moment. As Finley goes down the inside of Indigo, I'm sure that was a bit of team talk there from the esports teams, which we're not supposed to have, but you know. Yeah, as Casper's into the pits for his second mandatory stop. Obviously 10 people in watching now, so it's really great to see. If you're enjoying what you're looking at, well, you're not looking at me, are you? So you know, you're definitely going to like that, aren't you? If you're not seeing my face, so that's good. Make sure. Oh, I'll see you later. But make sure you like the video and subscribe if you're loving the action right now. We've got many more racing to come over the next few months, especially on F1 24 as well. So if you are interested, drop a comment below, and we'll get you sorted with a potential seat next season as well. But into a bit of a wobble there. That's going to allow Finley to send that gap ever so slightly. And that's going to allow Glock to have a potential little look, but he did a bit of a dummy there. Cheeky from Glock there. But he stays out. He stays within that DRS. As Indigo, is he going to get past Finley? I don't think he does, but Finley at the moment is going to close in that gap. If it stays as it is, I don't think anyone's got the fastest lap as Finley goes a bit wide there. That's not going to help him. His cause for the championship at all is Lakita's got the fastest lap. That's going to allow him to go. As I was just about to say, Finley was about to extend the gap, well, close the gap to 13 points heading into the final race, but at the moment it's now back down to 17 points. So that's even a more uphill task for Finley and Indigo. Indigo past Finley, and well, look at Rikitu. That gap was obviously 6 seconds a few laps ago. Now it's now down just below 4 seconds. So Rikitu is coming. Oh, don't discount him just yet. And Juliusho's making a stop as well. So we don't need to worry about mandatory stops anyway, especially with no safety cars. As long as people make the 2 stops, it's fine. Nick on the back of Lewis Craig as well, so that puts a bit of potential move there for Nick. Obviously, he's had a bit of a fallout there as Indigo's Finley's in the pits. Glock, he's staying out. He's going to follow Indigo, and he's going to try and do an overcut as Finley. Could this cost him? This is a crucial pit stop here now for the Finley to try and potentially just try and stay in the championship for the final race. If he finished behind Glock, even in the third and Glock's in second, he will lose the championship, so he needs to do something. And he's staying out. Well, he's not staying out, he's pitted, sorry. And he's pitted for softs with 9 laps to go then in the first race as Pete has sped in the pits. That's a great, mate. You might want to brake before you into the pit lane. That would be great. That's a little smart tactic there for you. Little top tip. Yeah, I'll see people in the pits again. I'll see he's drawn up to P9, so a good race from him again. From Deck, obviously outperforming his teammate of Leroy, who obviously was winning the championship, or leading the championship up until round 6, 7. So, and it's fallen away ever since then. So, what do Indigo and Glock do here? Obviously, Nick's got past Lewis Craig for P6. So Indigo and Glock. Indigo is in the pits. Glock will follow then. Does Indigo change his wing if he has got wing damage? I don't think he does, but remember there was a bit of contact between the two, between Glock and Indigo. Does he change his wing? No, he does not, so definitely no damage then. Oh, he's just going to stay out, do his best he can, but they're going on softs. What about Finley? Where's Finley? Finley's going about to go across the start-finish straight, or start-finish line. That's the one. Indigo is coming out the pits, and this undercut has not quite worked out. He's got a gap on. Oh, it's not quite worked out. His tyres are warmed up now, and he's got past Indigo, and he's pulled a decent gap now to Glock. So I don't know what's happened there to Glock. He's had a bit of that sort of in-lap for him. It's not quite worked out there, and Indigo's actually pushed there, and Indigo's got plenty of ERS. Well, both of them got plenty more ERS than Glock. So Glock is going to have to save a bit of ERS now, and as well as staying in within DRS. These two boys now of Finley and Indigo are going to try and push out now. That 2 tenths they need to find to try and keep the keep Glock out of DRS. Obviously Finley with those extra tyres, with that 3-second penalty as well, it's not helpful. So Indigo will obviously will take the win if it stays like it is. But the key two, oh, it's a great race for him so far, and he's absolutely just thrown it away there, and he's going to be absolutely fuming. Nick into the pits, Waitsy into the pits as well. The key two, oh no, that's 5-second penalty. That's going to cost him dearly, but he's got a decent gap to Nick, so probably won't cost him that much. But that is it then. So Finley is away. Glock is past Indigo, so yeah, that was an easy move. That was even before turn 2, so well, okay. Well, Glock's stopped near here, so he used a lot there, so that's going to allow Indigo. Indigo's got loads of ERS, but Glock's going to try and see if he can close within 3 tenths. Finley's got to use a bit now to try and keep that gap out of obviously DRS, of Glock out of DRS. And Glock, well, Indigo's going to make an easy move again as on the start finish straight. This is going to, it's all tactical. Yeah, obviously with the limited speed in the pits, that hasn't, well, it's not going to cost him too much because he's got 7.5 seconds gap to Lewis Craig. So even if that penalty is applied, he should be okay in terms of that. Casper on the back of Acorn now then. Obviously Casper on 4-lap old softs, whereas Deck is on 7-lap old mediums, fighting for P8. Obviously at the moment, looks like that Casper does have the tyre advantage. Looks like he's got the pace advantage as Indigo sets the fastest lap. I think Finley set it for a second, as Glock is passed, is passed by Indigo into second. He's obviously in that DRS of Finley, so he's going to close in on Finley on the second DRS straight. But what about Casper? Deck has actually got zero ERS. Casper using, I don't know why he's using, it's going to be an easy move, but I'd see why he's using, just Jordan's there as well. Is Jordan going to make a double overtake? No, he's not. He's going to back out. He's got ahead of Deck. What about Deck? Is Deck going to get a switch back? He's going to send it down the inside? No, he's not. He's going to back out last second. Jordan Lane passes, well, brakes a bit late as Ludon in for his second stop, so I think that's mostly, if not all, the drivers now completed their mandatory stops. Yes, they have. So all good on that front then. Yeah, here we go then. So what about then? We don't need to really see the tyres now, really. We can just literally just follow the leader's gap as yeah, Indigo within that DRS 6 tenths, just over half a second behind Finley. It's potentially close in. Glock is, no, sorry, it was 1.2 seconds behind the leader. Not 1.2 seconds behind Indigo, but it's 5 tenths. Indigo's closing in. He's backing off a bit, so it might be a fuel issue there, but not quite. As who's near the end there? That's Hassan, Ahmed, and JP. So Ahmed and JP fighting for 2 solitary points in the first race. So it's all to play for. Indigo's obviously got the fastest lap. I don't think anyone else has got the fastest lap. No, Indigo has got the fastest lap by a very decent margin, if you say so myself. So I don't think that's going to be beat unless someone pits from the outside the points, or whoever's got a decent gap. And a decent gap at the moment. I don't think it's really. I think probably Stephen potentially could go for fastest lap if he wanted to, but not quite, as Indigo is fighting the car. Glock has closed within 2 tenths of Indigo, and these three, whenever they've raced so far this season, they've been 1, 2, 3. They've just, it's like watching Max Verstappen, and Max Verstappen. These three, they've just wiped the field with everyone. And but what about Glock? Is Glock going to make the move? He's going to stay behind for now. Indigo not using. He's going to close in on Finley. Finley's not defending. He's running a bit on ARS. He needs to watch getting that penalty. He could potentially get that removed though. So it's all provisional. So we shall see. Obviously Finley will need to submit a report for that. Obviously he needs to get his race director and his laps that he got, well, footage of the lap he got these warnings, whether he was pushed wide, if the stewards feel he was pushed wide and given an unfair warning, or if those warnings are legit. And so looks at the moment with 4 laps to go, 4 or 5 laps to go. Looks like Glock, as it stands, will be the provisional season 12 champion. Obviously it's all down to the stewards report, which will potentially be released in a few days. So provisionally looks like Glock is champion if he stays right here right now. But the key to 4 seconds back. He's there, the key to, but he's not quite there. He's just in a world of his own. Obviously Lewis Trader's got past Nick here as well. So I don't think a potential mistake from Nick. But Lewis Trader is having a fantastic race, as I'm sure Jackie's brother will, in the chat will agree. He's having a great race today. Yeah, there's gaps here. Obviously, Glock and Indigo. It's all close between the top 3. So we'll keep our eyes on the battle here as JP gets past Leroy for P13, and that's going to hinder, well, Leroy even more really, and Ferrari, to be honest. But it looks like, well, Finley, it's all provisional as well, because with Finley with that penalty, we don't even know, obviously with the teams, Finley's obviously the AlphaTauri, and Indigo, Alpine, obviously Waits is ahead of Casper as well, so it's all nip and tuck here. Obviously with how close it is with the 1 point difference in the teams, it is, I think it will go down potentially to the second race. Obviously, well, we'll have obviously provisionally first race, you know, it's one of those, but the teams will, as it stands, will, with 3 laps to go, will potentially go with well, go towards AlphaTauri as it stands, but not as it stands, but it will probably potentially go to Alpine as it stands. But obviously all depending on the stewards report of Finley teams and see if he gets that penalty removed. As long as he doesn't pick up another penalty though, that's the key thing. If he picks up another penalty, that is all then gone out the window if that changes. So yeah, the top 3 stay the same. Glock is just here now. I don't think he needs to make a move. Indigo, I don't think he's really pushing for a move, I don't think, because obviously Finley has got 1 lap older tyres than these guys. Obviously pitting the lap before trying to get an undercut. Didn't quite get a massive undercut that he was probably potentially hoping for. But yeah, so that's obviously as it stands. But yeah, obviously Nick within 1 second of Lewis Craig again. Obviously dipped out of it, but you got Waitsy there as well, so Waitsy could potentially get top 5 here if he plays his cards right. Obviously Nick's got the most ERS of them all, and well, we'll see, as obviously Finley's about to lead us on to the penultimate lap. What does Indigo here? He's got a 6/10 gap, and this is going to allow Glock to try and get past Indigo, and if this happens, this gap, well, the gap is going to be only 17 points provisionally. It's all provisional here at the moment with that penalty, unless Glock picks up a penalty, which, you know, could potentially happen. Then it's all to play for. But yeah, all stays the same as Nick has got past Lewis Craig then before turn 1. So nice, decent move there from Nick as Waitsy just within DRS. What about Lewis Craig? Lewis Craig is running low on the RS. He tried to defend as best as he could, but is he going to try and get past him now? He's going to use it. Nick is going to use it as well, but Lewis Trader's got DRS. He's going to switch it round the outside. Nick's going to brake as late as possible as he can. Is Lewis Trade able to get a switch back? He hasn't got quite the traction to do so. He hasn't got quite the grip. This is going to allow Waitsy to close in ever so slightly. Nick back up to 5th position then in the McLaren, ahead of the Haas of Lewis Craig. Again, a solid race so far. Again, I'll keep on mentioning it. It's a very good race from Lewis Craig, and he's been the lead Haas drivers. Obviously, it started well with JP, but last few races, back half of the season, Lewis Craig has been that #1 driver for Haas. It's been great to see. But Leroy pitting again, potentially for, well, can't be potentially for fastest lap. I think he's just pitting for, well, potentially for, well, it can't be fastest lap. He's just come out of the pit, so it's the final lap then. The guys of the first race of 2 of the season 12 finale. Finley looks like he's going to take the checker flag on track, but with that penalty, he's going to drop him down to 3rd place. Obviously, Lakitu's got a penalty as well. Indigo is going to go for a switchback. He's going to battle, which I don't know why he is, but he is going to go down the inside. But not quite. He's backed out of that. Finley's going to pick up a warning. That is crucial. So if he gets a warning taken off, and he's got a warning there, then that 3-second penalty potentially will stand, and that is crucial. As long as he doesn't get a penalty here now, then, well, looks like Block is going to provisionally, provisional, I keep on saying it, I might get a t-shirt printed out, provisional, the season 12 champion. But it all comes down to the lovely stewarding team. But it looks like, well, Finley's got absolutely nothing left. He's got no ERS left. Indigo's going to take the win. Finley is not going to be happy with that one, because that's closed that gap from potentially 10 points, closed it down to, it's now closed it down to 5. So, yeah, so Indigo potentially could have crossed Finley there. So, instead of trying to outscore Glock in the second race by 13 points, he's now got to do it by 17 points. So, obviously at the moment, Glock is champion, so whatever Finley does in the second race, well, I think it was just he had no ERS left, to be fair. And obviously Indigo, I don't know why Indigo went for the move, to be honest, but whatever. I think it's more for the championship as well. Obviously they're both fighting for the constructors, so potentially that was at play, but I don't know why he didn't go for a move earlier, but whatever. But yeah, we shall see. But provisionally, Block is your season 12 champion again, all down to stewards. We're just waiting for 2 more drivers to finish as Leroy. Matt Ryan takes, well, I think we'll take the wooden spoon. Just New scored a point on his debut. Well, not debut, return. Judy showed me the driver of the day in the first race. So, my goodness me, that was a quick race. The top 3 are showing the class once again, as Indigo takes another win in VSL, and he must be edging closer to my record, so I might have to dust off my gloves next week, next season, to try and up that record. But to be fair, I don't think I've got it in me. I'm a bit washed now, to be honest. I'm a bit rusty, so I think my days of winning are behind me. I might have to drop down to a second tier if there's another tier coming, so I'm trying try and add that. But there it is then. There's the results provisionally. So Indigo takes the win with Glock in at second. He provisionally is your season 12 champion, with Finley in third, Lakitu fourth, Nick in fifth. That's around the top 5. Lewis, Craig, Waitsy, Casper, and Jordan and Judy Show from 6th all the way down to 10th. Deck unfortunately just missed that on the top 10. In 11th, JP, Ahmed, Speed Knighton, O'Stephen rounding off the points, with Newgard just missing, well, I'll say just missing out, but missing out in 16th on points. Matt Ryan, well, Ahmed's extended that gap, and it looks like Matt Ryan is is potentially going to win an award this year. It's called the Wooden Spoon Award, otherwise known as probably a Speed Knighton Award, because we always want to give Pete a recognition for something. He's been there this long. So, yeah, there you are then. As I'm about to set up the lobby for the second race. So, drivers, I'm sure you've got a couple of minutes to, well, a minute or two to get a drink. But we are off again as I spectate. We're still spectating. I'll put in a chat. Let's see what's saying in the Discord. Let's see if there's anything in there. Matt Ryan fuming, his bingo has already gone. Oh well, I didn't really see the bingo. Where is the bingo, Matt? I can't believe it, mate. That's shocking. But provisionally, congratulations. So safety car was off, right? No, safety car was on Casper. Wickham and the instructors, keep it clean. That's currently okay. Need to see to set up. Well, yeah, obviously you do. So you don't spin again, Casper. That's shocking, mate. That's shocking. But I'm sure we can. I'll put it there. I've already done the stuff, so we'll put in the chat. We can go again for the second race then. Well, has anyone put? Let's have a check of the chat. Let's have a little check of the chat. I know Jack Craig put something on, but we'll have a little cheeky look of what people are saying. Probably terrible things. Yuri, Matt Ryan, call Matt Ryan a wash driver. Yep, I agree. He'll take that. I don't know what he'll take. Probably a Snickers bar or whatever. Watch him. Get the security on him if he's going to take it. Promotion to Ferrari for Lewis Craig. Well, if he's taking stuff, if he's stealing stuff, then he may steal that Ferrari seat. So you'd all watch him Ferrari. Yeah, it's going to be a reverse grid, 35% race, 2-stop again. Yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting. Is it? Oh, it's raining! It is raining! Oh, we love the scenes. Love the scenes. I'll put in the chat there. Casper safety car is on. Love the scenes. Wet race. Oh, unbelievable. You still have to do a 2-stop mandatory as well. Oh, it's unbelievable. This is going to be it now. This is... Well, if Finley can get this penalty removed, this could... Well, guys, hopefully you haven't eaten all your popcorn, but you don't have to get an umbrella. And, well, let's get ready. Let's hope people have got wet setups, as I think potentially some people have ready up. Reverse grid, yes it was a reverse, yes it is. Oh, okay. Oh, potentially lobby restart then, because that wasn't quite funny. Lobby restart then. Well done, lovely stuff. Lobby restart. Funny. Oh, this is great stuff, isn't it? Right. Let's. That should be. Yeah. Well, I can't help it. I can't blame the game. It's game's fault. I did, reverse grid. I've pressed. You even seen it on the stream. Reversed. So it's not my fault. It's the game's fault. Cody's can't code a game. Codemasters my rear end. But well. Please don't do wet. Well, that's how it was. So, well, right, groups. Let's get everyone in. Settings. Well, I'll open that up. put that up again. There we go. These are my settings. Use them if you want to. You don't have to. You can see it all there. It's all now. Right, there you go. Look, safety chart is on. Okay, you see that? Casper, you see that? Okay, right, you see it? Good. Don't know. Realistic. Bum bum bum. Off. Custom grid. There we go. Right. Portugal. There we are. Right. Let's get the race in then. Right. Okay. Straight there, innit? I know. Probably should have done it manually, shouldn't I? Manually. Always the way. Right then. So. Let's go from last to first then. So. Let's do another set of invites. There we go. Settings. On that, sorry, right. Retain structure, grid editor. Right, where's Leroy? Get in the lobby, Leroy, come on. What are you doing? He's there anyway, never mind. It's Matt Ryan then. He's in second. Speed Knight and Speed New Garden. Hey, he's joined. He's now in third. Lovely third place. Stephen behind in fourth. Speed Knighton. The Speed boys are doing really well here, aren't they? Ahmed. Ooh, can Ahmed destroy his first podium in VSL? Potentially. JP behind Ahmed. Oh, there we go. Hope you're enjoying this stream. Deck. Where is Deck? He's there. Need some decking. You have to be a queue if you want to do some decking. Judy Show then. Judy Show. I'm a spectator, so I don't need to be on the grid. Judy Show and then Jordan Lane. No, not reverse from the grid, not from the championship standings. Don't worry. Too much to work out. Keep it simple. Jordan Lane, Casper. Ooh. Casper. And then it's Waitsy. And then Lewis Craig, Nick. Where's Nick? Where is Nick? Nick is there. Right. Nick. Oh. Lakitu. And then Finley. I'm down at the bottom. India won, and obviously Finley won the race. So that is, well, by the looks of it, that is your provisional. Well, as I didn't think it went to the top, but there you go then. There's your grid. Confirm changes. Yes. Let's go. Is it going to be a wet race again? Potentially. It'd be great if it is. Well, F1 driver. Go. Again. But right, well, there we go. Yes, there is a championship fight still. Yes, there is. Provisionally. But oh, thanks, Indy Joe, mate. Don't worry. I don't know what I said now. What did I say? Don't know what I said. But anyway, he loves me. Don't flow that way. Obviously, I know you're a bloke as well, so well, whatever. It's 2024, isn't it? But anyway, no pressure, mate. Obviously, you're starting from the back of the grid, so last to first challenge on a 35% race. If you win this one, then mate, I think I'm going to ban you for next season. So if you get second, you might have a seat for next season. But if you do win, then you won't race. But there we go. Is it going to rain again? If it does, no, it's not. It could rain in the race though. Potentially. But obviously it was left on dynamic, so yep. we can't do much more than that. But yeah, as the drivers are going to make sure they set their setups. Lewis Craig, stop putting stuff in the chat. Fucking make sure you got your setup on, lad. If you haven't got your setup on, don't blame me. Or you can blame me. Actually, no, you can blame Gareth. Blame Gareth. Actually, don't blame Gareth. Blame Pete. Just blame Pete. Yeah. We shall say then. As I think the drivers are readied up once again, because it says waiting for players, so it looks like they have readied up. It says 30-second timer. He's going to count down, but it won't. It won't hear the beeps, or can't see the numbers. So, well, provisionally you think you need P9, just need to outstall Finley, to be honest, mate. Or as long as you don't let Finley to outstall you by 17 points at least. Or, well, you can't outstall him anyway, but provisionally needs to outstall you by 17 points. If he doesn't, then you're champion anyway. So, obviously that's up to Finley now, isn't it? So, it's all to play for. Weather forecast. Please don't give up my hopes. If it rains, it rains. And if it does rain, if it's going to be a dry to wet race, then it could get a bit spicy. I don't know what the weather forecast is, but do I really want to know? Not really. It's nice to know, but not really. Has anyone readied up yet? I think it's more than 30 seconds, so... Anyway. Did I mention I won here last season? I'll probably keep on mentioning that. I might as well. I won here last season. Season 11. It is literally raining. Let's try on my stream. Oh, I've got a joke for you. I know you love probably don't love jokes, but I'm going to tell you a joke anyway. If you laugh, then good, but if you don't laugh, then it's whatever. But here's a little joke for you. So I went to Beekeeper, and well, probably the countdown will stop me now, but I'm going to carry on. But I went to a Beekeeper's, and I asked the beekeeper for 12 bumblebees. And he was like, okay, I'll go and get them. So we went to get them. He brings them back, and I'm like, oh, that seems a bit odd. I'm going to count them. So I count them because it looks like a bit of an odd number. So I count them, and I've counted 13. And I'm thinking, I've asked for 12 here. Why is he giving me 13? So I've asked him that. I've asked that same question. Why have you given me 13 bumblebees and I've asked for 12? And he goes, one's a freebie. There you go, there's your little joke of the day. It's all about timing, isn't it? Just taught myself, what am I now? I don't know. Who's a comedian? Peter Kay, there you go. Even though I'm not from Bolton. But yeah, there's a little joke for you. Yeah, hope you're buzzing for this race. The beekeeper joke. Talking about bees, what's happening with the lobbies? Don't say the lobby's broke. You're taking the mick, ain't you? Oh no. Oh, you're joking. Not another one. Well, sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. Children of all ages. Oh no. Lovely. Right. Here we go again, shall we? I'd love to see this. Anyway, right. Let's get the settings up again. Hold on. Oh, stop pressing that. Right, settings. Load the settings. It don't loads of settings, don't you, mate? Here we go. Right, I'll do that again. I'll make sure to get it. Right, there we go. Right. Ignore the AI. Simulation safety. There we go. So the standard safety car is on. Formation lap is on. Boom, boom, boom. Bet it won't be. It'll be sunny now, won't it? Or it will be raining again potentially. Custom grid. There we go. Oh, let's get rid of that. There you go. Portugal sorted. Lobby options, double check. Yes. Sean Connery. Yes. Anyone else do the impressions? I could do a. What can I do? Do myself. There you go. That's the impression I can do. Do myself. What else can I do? Was Sean Connery the one with the yes? Or is that something else? Can anyone do the impressions? Pete can do a really good impression of a ballerina. You know, when they spin a lot. Pete can do a really good impression of a ballerina. Yeah. Right. I'll send out another set of invites because we might as well. There we are. I love how Dareth was fuming. Right. Settings. I won't do anything until everyone's in the lobby. We had 18, so I'm expecting 18. Is everyone just getting a wet setup now? Because we've got 2 wet races. That could be funny. Could potentially be funny. Weekend structure. I can still edit the grid. Good. Right. Let's get rid of that. Let's hope we don't have any issues with that. Let's hope we get rain again. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? That'd be fun. Should we do a night race? Isn't midnight available? I don't think it is it? Should we have a little cheeky look and see what we got here? Oh, weather time of day. That would actually tell me the answer, wouldn't it? Session time of the day. No, sunset. No, okay, that's a shame. Do sunset, don't we? New Jordan will be loving that. We've got 18. Right, let's set the lobby then. Let's set the lobby. Let's set the grid. Right. We go again, shall we? Let's go back. Right. Well, weekend structure. Can someone send us something in the chat? You're just missing my beautiful face at the moment. Right. Right. There we go. Right. Where are we? Anyway, all the way up to the bottom, now to the top. Lovely. Lewis straight second. No, that can't be right. Right, there we go. Right. Lewis, Leroy first, Matt Ryan second. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. New Garden. And we've got a good joke in the chat as well. I'll tell my Bumblebee joke. I don't need to say that again, do I really? But any good jokes in the chat. Obviously we found out that Pete's a ballerina. Yeah. Oh, Stephen, who's after us? Stephen, it's Pete, the ballerina himself. This lobby is a joke. This game is a joke, to be fair, as well. Where are we? Ahmed, Pete, 6, JP, P7, Dick, P8. Then just bear with while I sort out this lobby, this joke of a lobby. Casper, Waitsy, Lewis Craig, Nick, Lakitu, I know that one, and Finley. There we go. Right then, confirm changes. Can we not stuff it up this time, F1, please? Let's go again, if you're watching the chat. Let's go again, and a third time, again. wet race. Do you really want a wet race? Okay. Really? Are you sure about that? Are you really sure about that? Very wet. I'll do a very wet race. I love that. I would do custom weather, but everyone will see it, wouldn't they? Anyway. Right, let's go, team. Come on, let's go. Yeah, there we go. It's got to be a wet one. I don't think it's. We haven't had a wet race all season. So, yep, we have to have a wet race at some point. So, oh, let's go. Let's hope we can go. Please. I just want more racing. Not much racing, but I want racing. There's no DRS with the wet race as well, so that's not a bit spicy. Can we go now? Can we go? Make sure we've loaded our setups, team. Let's make sure we loaded our setups. If you haven't loaded a setup, it's not my fault. Blame Pete again, the ballerina. Yeah. Here we go then. Should we check up on some people as well, by the way? Should we check on them? We'll go back in this party in a second, but we're going to leave this party. We're going to join a potential other party for 2 seconds. Just to say hi to these people, and then we're going to leave. Hello, boys and girls. You
Hello
are
there.
live on Channel 4. Please do not swear. Kidding me? Why? Because you're a ballerina. Well, it was wet the last 2 races. No, you're joking. Oh, right. Are we going, are we? Or what's going on?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
Set up sorted. In about 14 minutes, lad, come on. Anyway, we haven't had a wet race this season, have we? So, finish on something different. Yes,
The ride height.
95. Well, due is ABS. Nah, just don't change it there. Yeah.
What you raising the ride height to?
100, mate, 100. That's what I would do. Going into 4x4 Jeep mode. Let's hope you got your voice on share, because if not, then I'm just talking to myself here and laughing at myself. Oh, that's really good then, Matt. Well done. So New Garden's just said he's going to win this race and take out Matt Ryan. So right. I just wanted to say hi, boys, and hopefully good luck. Are you lagging really badly? I don't know, mate, but yes, you are. Oh no. Oh, that's Leroy's pole gone and potential win. Oh, Matt Ryan's gone. Okay. Anyway.
I can't see anything.
Open your eyes then. Right, anyway, on that note, see you later.
It's not working, man.
Alright, there we go. Back to peace and quiet then, team. Right then. So, wet race, no DRS. It's going to be a true test of the driver's skill, as Leroy unfortunately has had to lag out, or has had to leave, unfortunately. And he's having some internet issues, so it looks like Matt Ryan is trying to lead the race, lead the drivers away, with New Garden in second. But obviously AI starts are all going to be alright, aren't they, on the pad? But obviously with no Russell being ghosted, it won't cost them too much, I don't think. It's going to be interesting. As we talked about provisionally, Glock is the season 12 champion from the last race due to Finley picking up a penalty. But if he can get that penalty removed, then actually Finley needs to outscore Glock by 17 points. So yeah, it's all to play for. If that doesn't happen, then Glock is definitely champion. But moment provisionally Glock is champion. He needs to stay within 17 points of Finley to be crowned champion. Obviously Indigo won the race, obviously Finley down in third, so it looks like Alpine are leading the constructors by a couple of points. So it's again all to play for in the constructors, with obviously Waitsy and Finley needing to outscore Alpine here to obviously take the constructors' crown. But yeah, oh lovely. New Diamond's got disqualified. It obviously hasn't raced much due to real life commitments. But yeah, what is this lineup from Matt Ryan here? What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, what off? He's outside the pit. That's a 10-second penalty, that is. Anyone else doing any dodgy lineups? Look at that position, probably not. As we all line up then. Right then, we're about to get away for the second race. Come on, boys and girls, let's have some excitement. Let's go out here in Portimao for the second race. Now they're gone, and Matt Ryan gets away lovely as Leroy, well, is staying still. That's going to be interesting. Is he here? No, I don't think he's here. Well, that's going to be a glitched car. There's a bit of contact there between Pete Norton and O'Stephen as Pete goes round the outside as Stephen's going to go down the inside and try and hold on to P3 as he does. It's about 3 wide at the back of the field. What about the rear guys at Leroy's? Well, he's got away and he's got wind damage already. It's a safety car! No one can pit. Leroy has retired. On track, that could be a potential penalty. I'm guessing he's had some issues and he's probably lagging again. But again, oh my life, I'm sure people are not going to pit. Please don't pit because I don't want to write down non-mandatories. That would be the bane of. But anyway, Matt Ryan is leading a race, boys and girls. I think he's took that wooden spoon comment week in, week out to heart. And he's going to lead not 1 lap, not 2, but potentially 3 laps here in VSL. I don't think he's led a race for a while. Let's put it that way. I don't think he's ever won a race in VSL either. So New Garden has potentially. O'Stephen hasn't. He's like the Lando Norris, real life Lando Norris of getting podiums and never winning. Pete, obviously champion from season 4, so before I dominated. But yeah, Ahmed in 5th hasn't won in VSL. Pete, don't you dare pit. You can get disqualified if you pit. Anyone pitting, please don't pit. No one's pitting. Good. Lovely. Gareth, do you want to join me in the comment box, mate? Don't worry if you're not. It's alright. Test car restart. It's a terrifying prospect, to be fair. Have you got any Portuguese facts? I don't have any Portuguese facts. I do love a Portuguese tart. What's the official name of that? Or is it, well, I don't know what they, they're custards, but the Portuguese ones. They're very nice. What's it? Well, I don't know what they're called. Seems to be then. But anyway, and that Ryan safety car restart. Well, that's going to be quite interesting, isn't it? But nice little corner here. I like this corner. But Finley, well, he's storing points at the moment. It won't be enough to win the championship, but it is more than Glock at the moment, as Glock is at the moment not scoring any points. And Alpha Tauri I think, are back in the lead of the teams as it stands. Yeah. Yeah. I can agree with that one. What look? What look? There's no look there. It's yeah, brilliant game. Did Nick Pitt? Don't say he pitted. Oh, he did as well. Oh, get him out. Get him, John. Ah, for goodness me. Notes. Non-professionals. Provisional. Stops. Nick. You're going on my list, as Chris Joker once said. Yeah, right. Non-mandatory pit stops. Oh, you're on the list. Anyway. Cool. Bit of a gap forming here between, I think that's more than 10 car lengths. Gareth, to note that one down. Get that one jotted down on my old, whatever you want to call it, old man. Oh, it's not old man, it's father, isn't it? Yeah, my father. Yeah, my father. Can't tell I'm tired. Here we go, right. Mumbling, jumbling. Lovely. But it hasn't quite joined the back of the field. Has anyone got any facts about Portugal in the chat? Other than me winning the race last season? Winning here last season? Any other facts than that? You know, any other ones than that? No, at all. Oh yeah, Dick took his first win in VSL actually last season here as well. In about 80 plus event, or played 80 plus starts, 80 plus races. He finally got a victory in VSL, and it was here last season. It's going to be a bit more of an uphill task to win tonight, but obviously with the wet conditions, it could potentially, well, it certainly evens up the playing field if no one has a wet setup. But I'm sure there's a few guys here that have a wet setup because they love to sweat. I've got a tea towel at the ready. Anyway, we're about to witness, oh dear God, a Matt Ryan restart as New Dodden. Cheeky. He's doing a Max Verstappen. Going side by side. A Red Bull. Oh my life, here we go. When is Matt Ryan going to go? I think he's going to go now, to be honest. No, safe start is not in yet, but he has gone. He has gone. Okay, interesting. He's going to catch the safety car again. He's going to catch the safety car again. Oh, lovely. Has that messed up anyone else? Probably has. But there's enough gap anyway. I don't think anyone expected him to go. But oh my life, what's happened to Pete? Pete, oh, well done. Well done. He's done a you know, ballerina affected you. I'm sure he's going to love me in the chat later, or love me in life after. But all my life, bit of a wiggle there between New Darden, as though Stevens trying to go around the outside as New Darden into the wall, and he's out of the race. Is that going to bring out another safety car? Yes, it is. Who put this safety car on? Who was it? Or what names? What names? I mean, they're going to get absolutely slaughtered. That's it. That's it, they're done. Anyway, right. Oh, that could be a potential overtake. Couldn't the safety car. What's going on there? It's quite interesting, isn't it? There's a bit of movement there, wasn't there? Okay. Anyway, yep, New Darden's out. That's a great return there, mate. He survived 23 laps. Not 23 laps, 20 survived. 25? 26 laps. 26 laps on his VSL return. And unfortunately, it's actually not a full distance of a 50% race. So, is anyone going to pit? Is anyone? Well, he still needs to do mandatory two-stop, but well, this sort of opens it up again, doesn't it? I think everyone's just trying to do a two-stop anyway. But potential strategy could be Obviously you can't follow the safety car, and we know that. But we could go in. What is it? Might need to go, might we? Potentially pit. Obviously not now, but potentially pit after the safety cars come in, so a lap after, and then pit again that lap after that. That would be my strategy. Oh, that would be mine. I don't know how good the tyres wear or how badly the tyres wear in the wet anyway, the wet tyres anyway. So it'd be quite interesting strategy. Well, Finley's up to P9. Lock is in at 15th, so is he in like championship mode or just not making any inroads? I don't think Pete had any damage. I don't think anyone else has stopped. I don't think they have. No, it's just Nick. Naughty Nick. But yeah. Anyway, no, drivers don't really like this extra rule, but I think it just brings that sort of, you have to keep your brain active rather than just jolly drive around and then just pick whatever. With this, it just evens it up slightly. We've had a couple of shot results, and it just makes people just think a bit more about the strategy. And it's always good to see, always good, especially with the safety car. But 5 laps, 2 safety cars, doing well here. We might just do, someone might just do 1 lap on wet tyres. Yeah, Ahmed P3. My goodness me, that is it. Guessing his nose is bleeding. It's never been that high up before. Ahmed P3. What's going on here? What's going on? What is going on? And Matt Ryan P1. What the? What's going on, team? What's going on? Come on. Sort yourself out. Come on. Actually, don't really. That's the fun of it. More safety cars out though. It's be quite interesting. We'll see if Matt Ryan can time the restart better this time. As you know, he went really early last time, and the safety car was still out. Thankfully, he didn't catch anyone out though, bar Pete. But you know, understandable. Yeah, I don't think we need to really see the tyres because everyone's going to be on the wets. Anyway, biggest loser. Well, we know who the biggest loser is. It's down in 16th. But obviously, talking about positions losing, that is also the person in 16th. But highest gainers is Finley up in, well, no, Finley 7, Indigo 8 positions. So Finley's got ahead of Indigo though. And obviously that sort of start phase. Yeah, and obviously, yeah, so obviously the biggest loser is obviously that person in 16th place. But Safe Start is in this lap again. Let's see if he can time it a bit better this time. I don't know if he wants to listen to me now. Obviously, you know, the stream is slightly delayed, so I'm going to say when the Safe Start is going to be in, I'm going to say it at the green. I don't know how long I'll be delayed, but when the Safe Start reaches the green, I'm going to tell Matt Ryan to go. So I think that's when the stream will catch up then. Potentially. He went really early last time. He went around here. And he caught Newgarden out definitely. He's going to go again. I'd go, Matt. Go. He's still weaving. No, still weaving. And he's gone. There we go. And that's, well, there we go. As Matt Ryan leads the way then. As I don't know how good the cameras are. No, we've got terrible. Oh, there we go. Good cameras from the back. But we're... nice little choppy changing, but Matt Ryan gets away, builds that decent good start, and then obviously Ryan's had a good start as well as Finley on the back of Waitsy down the inside of his teammate for tonight as well, provisional team. Oh, provisional teammate. Oh, it's my life is 3 wide, I think. Oh, nearly was 3 wide. There's Nick. Oh, Nick goes for the switchback on Lewis Crate. Oh, squeezes his tyre in there, enough room. And Nick up into P13. Oh, my life clock's had an absolute howler of a start, just Pete's got past him. But Indigo. Oh, and Indigo Finley He's with Finley again. Oh my life, Finley's not going to be happy with Indigo here. But obviously, when it comes to the team's championship, he needs to get ahead of him. And well, it swings back into the balance of Alpine again. Well, Stephen, 5 tenths behind Matt Ryan. Obviously, Ahmed was right behind him as well. So come on, Ahmed, we're all cheering Ahmed on here. We want him to do well here tonight now, especially season 12. He's going to go down the inside. Oh my goodness me, I thought it was then. But Ryan, leading the way. There's a Judy Show down the inside of Deck. Deck's going to allow that to happen. Finley down the inside of Indigo. Indigo holds on for now. Oh my goodness me, is he going to send it? No, not quite. He's not going to send it. He's got a good gap behind him. But obviously these guys are a bit quicker than the drivers ahead. So really you want to, it's all about traffic management. Oh my life, Finley's going to go down the inside. He saw an opportunity. He's going to go down the inside. Oh my life, Judy Show. Oh, he's lost the rear end. Please no safety car. Keep going again, please. But anyway, is anyone doing a pit now? Oh, there's a couple of people in the pits. Yes, there is. Matt Ryan is in the pits. Anyone sped in the pits? I don't think they have. I don't think anyone's got a penalty. Oh, as I say that. Oh no, that's a bit Lewis Craig, didn't it? That's a bit Lewis Craig. I think it's karma, to be fair, what he put in the chat earlier as well, so fair play. Understandable. Any changes for the tyres? Anyone going on softs? No Glocks in the pits though as well. Yeah, so there's quite a few pitters. Obviously Matt Ryan's going to lead that train then, as makes his first stop. Obviously lap 8 already, oh my goodness me. But Finley right at the back of Indigo. Obviously Glock has stayed out of trouble there, and he's pitted. He's going to have a bit of a decent gap. Quite a few people have pitted. Oh my life, Nick. Oh, Nick's had a mare. Could be the time. Oh no, he's reset the track. Okay. Okay. Just shut our eyes there, we didn't see that. Or did we? Anyway, JP though. JP could potentially be a potential winner here tonight. Oh, obviously Indigo's right there, so Indigo's down the inside. Never mind that, I forgot that Indigo was there. Not quite, but Indigo down the inside. JP's going to hold it round the outside. He's going to have the traction for him. Finley is going to go round the outside, potentially. No, he's not. He's going to go for his cut back. Finley does need to get past it, and he does. Oh my goodness me. Oh my life. Oh my life. Well, Benjamin, what are you doing, JP? Okay. Okay. I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Oh my life. Oh, don't hit each other, please. But Finley, Indigo into the pits. I don't think anyone got a penalty off that though. I don't think they did. Penalties? No, it's just Lewis Craig. So there we go. So Pete, after an absolute shocking start, he's up to P5. Pete, I won't discount Pete, to be honest. On his day, we know he can. When he's got the confidence in the car, we know he can do it. But well, it's not looking. Well, he's obviously ordered a spin. So yeah, but Casper P2 already. Oh my goodness me! This is to solidify Alpine as constructors champions. I think Casper's absolutely been silent here at the moment. But everyone's made a stop at set foot. Well, Nick's made a first mandatory stop now, so that's always good. Oh, Finney's picked up another penalty. Oh, great. Always good, that one, isn't it? But anyway, Casper on the back of Stephen. Obviously, you're going to have to make that move without DRS, especially with the rain. But he's got a better run, and wow, that's a nice, easy move there for Casper, as he now takes the lead of the Portuguese Grand Prix. He's going to take his first victory potentially first victory in VSL. Obviously, he needs to stop, obviously, but potentially first victory in VSL for. I think the first victory this season, if you can hold on to that. Then he's obviously got a pit in terms of positions. Obviously Casper's in the pits now, so there you go. But Stephen's going to stay out. Does he know he still needs to make his 2-start mandatory? We'll keep that on board. There we go. But Pete, yep, JP, yep, all the people bar Pete and Stephen, they need to make their mandatory stops. We'll see what Pete now can do with those Stephen gaps. See if he can close in. I'm sure he wants to make the overtake on track rather than making a stop and still be behind him. But the key to sets that fastest lap then, as obviously we know Finley's got a penalty on one half. Pete, can we not spin please? But anyway, Finley still on the back of they've got ahead of Matt Ryan. We know that now, so Looks like Indigo is the provisional race leader. Finley in second. If he does finish second, with Glock would be in 7th. That would be, well, Ahmed's. No, he's not past Art. No, Ahmed and Glock. Oh, there you go. No, he's not past Ahmed. There you go. That's with Glock being behind. Let's have a look. I did look at my photos. So obviously, if Glock finishes second, no, Finley finishes second, we'd have 20. And if Glock finishes P7, it will be enough. So realistically, you want Finley really wants Glock to not score points really. As O Stevens in the pits, and I think Pete is going to lead a race. It is interval, so Pete. Oh no, never mind. Pete's not going to lead a race. He doesn't want that on his CV. It's okay, just pit mate, so it's alright. But that, to be fair, O Steven did open the gap, so those tyres must have been going off. But yeah, 2-stop strategy, so it's pretty late on as Indigo sets that fastest lap and solidifies that pace. Interval pace-wise, Finley just about see Indigo. He's outside that DRS, he's going to pick him another warning. This is not going to help his cause one bit, especially with Casper just behind on those tyres. Well, Casper's got the freshest tyres as well, so I won't discount Casper. It's a bit of a moment, though, to be fair. I love that shot. That's one of the best shots ever in the game. But anyway, Glock has obviously got past Ahmed, and he's about to... Well, he had a bit of a cheeky look on our Matt Ryan. He's going to go for a switchback if he can. Well, he's going to go to the inside. I'm sure he is if he can get a good run. No, Matt Ryan's going to hold on for now. Is Glock going to send it down the inside? Yes, he does, and I'm sure that's going to be an easy move. Oh, one off. It's a bit of contact made. Audacious move, but all right to be there. So yeah, so nothing, no harm in that, I don't think, personally. But anyway, but Glock's in to P5 then. So obviously the only person who's made a non-mandatory, even though he's made 2 stops, is Nick. But yeah, whether it's wet or dry, he's got the pace. He must have a setup for everything. Unbelievable. Right, too quick. As he's nearly binned it. Ooh, okay. But anyway, he does sets another fastest lap. What about Casper? Nope, nowhere near, I don't think. But anyway, wait, see. Getting past Jordan Lane as Lewis Trady's going to go into the pits. He's got to serve that penalty, and he's got another one. Oh no. That face palm gif is being shown. Not really, but you know. Anyway, Stephen in the pits. Lewis Trade into the pits, getting another speed and go penalty. Yeah. Braking distances in the wet are much larger than they are in the dry. Top tip there if you want to learn to drive in real life. As Pete, well, new wind. Don't know why he didn't change it before, but he's got a new wind now. He's having an absolute great race, isn't he? But Casper closing off Finley, so it's looks like Indigo has got pace, and I'm sure he will potentially hold on to the win here. But Casper potentially could. Oh well, well, if Casper does get second, then well, it's definitely helping, isn't it? As the team's championship. So what's Waitsy doing? Waitsy is down in P9. He needs to get past JP. JP looking for a move on Ahmed and Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan, it's turning into a Matt Ryan train here, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't seen this for a very long time. So as Umanov is going to go for it. Judisho gets a penalty. Waitsy, Umanov, traction god there. Umanov gets the move easily done. Is he going to use it? Yes, he is going to use his ERS, as they've both got pretty much slows. But Finley's into the pits again to make his second stop. Well, he's getting that mandatory out of the way. It's a very smart move because you never know about safety cars, especially when it's a Matt Ryan train. But wait, see, passing obviously JP there. So Jordan Lane trying to get past JP next. There's a bit of love tap there between JP and Waitsy. Nick's obviously made his mandatory stops now, which is good. Oh my life, Waitsy has had a massive moment there. That's going to allow JP round the outside of him. but wait, he's going to hold on. Is it Ahmed? Oh no, they stay around the right place. Is that going to be wind damage there for Waitsy? We're not too sure. As Finlay picks up another penalty, and I think that all but seals it there, ladies and gentlemen. Of Glock leading the winning the championship, unless Glock does DNF or get disqualified for not potentially doing a mandatory stop or fulfilling his two stop mandatories. But as it stands, then Glock will be your official champion as it stands with 10 laps to go, as it looks. Right, but wait, see. Obviously, he goes in the pits now. That's going to release Casper, which I'm surprised Casper hasn't stayed out potentially for more. But I don't think he's done his two-stop mandatory. I don't think he has. I'll go again if I know where I'm going. There we are. No, he hasn't. So yeah, I'm sure he'll be pitting again. He's got a decent gap to Glock. Glock is well, it's not quite the same Glock that we know. If he gets a podium out of this, then fair play. But anyway, Ryan back up to third. Ahmed, see you up to fourth. Again, solid race for Ahmed. It's the battle for the wooden spoon here between these two, even though it's not really official wooden spoon. It's just a battle of wooden spoon between these two, and it looks like it's going to be Ahmed, but who's going to get that wooden spoon? By the looks of it, especially in the standings. But there's a yellow flag in sector 1. It's a Red Bull of Julie Show. He spun it. Is he going to get going? He has got going, and we're avoiding that safe shine. That's a bit of heart in mouth moment there for Glock and Casper, or anyone who hasn't done a mandatory stop, and that's the top 6 and Julie Show. So as Lewis Trade and Deck are battling, oh my life, as Deck gets past Lewis Trade, Julie Show has picked up a penalty, and he's going to be fuming even more. There'll be certain players probably swearing in something in Portuguese or Spanish, one of them. Anyway, Casper's in the pits. He's seen that yellow flag and he's thought, nope, you're not catching me out. Yellow flag sector 2 as Casper sorted this right now. Does he absolutely time this well here? Does Julie Show's retired? I don't know. Where's Pete? Pete, don't go past him yet. Oh, it was Carl's lane anyway. Never mind. But he's lost it there. I don't know if he's might have just lost it on the rear and then hit the wall, I'm guessing, but there's a few people pitting there that do not want to get caught out with a safety car. But there we go. Ahmed, come on Ahmed, lead a lap mate, lead a lap. Don't bin it, for goodness sake. But we're going to see Ahmed. This could be the... I'm going to ride on board the whole lap. Forget all the rest of the battles. We'll have a quick look at Finlay there. We'll forget all the battles, and we're just going to focus on Ahmed, highlighting an absolute veteran of VSL and PSRC. This whole league, like I mentioned before, great legend and fully deserved. Absolute lap led. He's got 5 seconds. I'm tempted he should stay out for the rest of it, to be fair. Is he gonna, well, even if he stops, to be fair, he might just nab that potential one, but that gap is coming down slightly, well, ever so quickly. So come on Ahmed, lead a lap mate, lead a lap, get that lap on the board. Don't count them, but you know, we should do, shouldn't we really? But anyway, Ahmed is going to potentially lead a race, lead a lap, not lead a race, he's leading a race right now. Is he going to lead a lap? He's pitting. Is he going to keep the lead though? I don't think he is. He's not going to lead a lap, is he? Oh no. Well, he led for 95% of that lap. Or even 99% of that lap. And he's got it. And Finley's got 9 seconds worth of penalties. Well, okay then. Well, it doesn't matter what you're doing, Glock, you can just keep it on the track, mate. Keep it within the track and you're fine, mate, you're fine. But anyway, oh my life, what's going on here? What am I seeing? Oh my goodness me. 3-way battle for P10. Oh my life, oh, well, okay. I don't know what happened there. Either Jordan rode a bit late, but and then Aton's hit the back of Jordan, and then they've collided with Waitsy. Well, a little late safety car could have spiced it up there, to be honest, but Jordan's let them go there. So, or has he let them go? He's let them all go. Is he? No, I think he's going to let. How about that? Is he going to let Det go? I don't think he is. Well, he's battling Waitsy, so he's just let them go. Oh, mile 3 wide. Okay. But Waitsy's well, got ahead of that, but I think he's got damage, so well, that's always good. Well, that's not a great start for Alpha. Well, it's not a great end for AlphaTauri. Then it looks like it is going to be an Alpine team constructors champions that they've come out of nowhere. They've well, Casper, I don't know what's happened to Casper. He's had an absolute shocking season up until the last 4 or 5 races, and somehow he's going to potentially come away with a team's championship. Obviously, a long way to go. We've obviously still got a few laps left, but by the looks of it, just by the looks of it, boys and girls, it looks like it's going Alpine's way. But we shall see. As Jordan closing in on Nick, which I'm sure potentially Nick has got damaged, because Jordan closing in quite a lot as Waitsy's in the pits. He's going to be absolutely fuming. What about Pete? Pete's going to take a position. He is storing a point though. He's now going to be storing 2. And he gets past Waitsy. Finley's obviously got nothing to lose, so I'm sure that's why he's going to take the penalties. But Casper, then 5/10, obviously with no DRS, so in terms of ERS, they're pretty similar. He goes got slightly more, so he's got the advantage. The key to, obviously 6 seconds back, obviously the clock, 2 seconds behind him, so well, we know that clock is now a dry merchant. And Indigo is just good in every conditions. Very good in every condition. Well, if we do a season 13, then it's going to be it's going to take a lot of something to try and stop Indigo here for season 13. But, we shall see. As that gap's now open to 1.7, and Casper closing in ever so slightly on Finley. As we're leading into the last 5 laps of season 12. I'm starting to get emotional. Not really. I am a bit. It's been a great season. Some really good battles, really good turnout, some really good respect shown 95% of the time between the drivers. So I think 95% is a bit high actually. We'll go down to 90%, maybe just maybe 89.9. Anyway. Lewis Trader on the back of O'Stephen as he tries to get up to P7. Matt Ryan P6 though. That's a good race so far for Matt Ryan. Where's Ahmed? P10. That's a really good result for Ahmed. He had a good little result last week in Belgium. So yeah, good little back end race. Obviously for O'Stephen as well. To be fair, for the guys who was outside the top 11, they could potentially get inside the top 10. As is yellow flagging set to 3. That is. Waitsy, is it, or is it someone? It's Finley. Oh no. Oh, is he? No, is it? No, he's not driving backwards. No, he's not going again. He has not going again. Well, okay then. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, that was. If the championship was ever so close, it would have been closer. Then that would have been a bit more dramatic. But since it's not quite as close. Yeah, yellow flag set to 2. Everyone wants to bring out the yellow flag. Pete's done. And that's a virtual safety car. Is it going to turn into a safety car though? The VSC still. Do we want a full safety car? Yes, we do actually. That would be nice. That would be absolutely brilliant. Everyone's made their stops, yes, good. Yeah. Can we get a full safety car, please? We don't want a virtual. Forget the virtual. Don't really virtual sim racing, do we? Virtual. Yes, it still says VSC on the thing, so looks like it is. Oh my life! Well, there's the championship then. There goes the championship. Well, Finley's going to rage, probably rage quit, potentially. no, he's not doing it again. He's not doing it. He's had his scream. He's let his frustrations out there. He's punched the screen, probably through his controller or something. He's through something. He's punched something. Punched the wall, broke his wrist. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah. Well, that's not good, is it? That is not good. Unless somehow Glock DNFs here somehow looses the car and DNFs, then Finley, well, even with DNF, I think Finley's done well, it's a drive-through. Unless everyone else gets a drive-through or pits, it's not going to happen. As obviously Waits is in the pits there. So we can. It is a mandatory stop under the VSC. You can make a mandatory stop under the VSC. Obviously, that is a risk. We have got a yellow car out there, so is there a full safety car? Even though it's telling me, oh, Finley's retired into the pits. Yes, he's retired in the pits. Okay, well, Glock, congratulations. Well done. You are the season 12 champion. Well done. Well, that was a bit less dramatic end than we would have hoped for. But anyway, little victory. Last few victory laps there. Then there's oh yes, safety car. It's telling me it's a virtual safety car. I love that. Is it telling me it's a VSC on the screen? No, it's telling me it's a safety car now on the screen. I was trying to find that, but I couldn't find it. I should have just looked on the track maps from 9 and see a yellow car. But anyway, has anyone else done a pit? Has anyone done a pit? And just, you know, go for it. I'm sure Nick is going to pit. I'm sure Nick's going to pit. Nope. Anyway, he's not going to pit. He's got nothing to lose. He's won the championship, hasn't he? So, you know, and Alpine have won the teams. Oh, anyway. Right. What else we got to see? I think it's pretty close elsewhere, so Haas could potentially move up a few places with the current 6th and 7th place. Williams are doing pretty well, but unfortunately Jordan doesn't score points for Williams due to Johan's race ban, or season ban. So he's just here as a reserve. So Ahmed's scoring some good points for Williams. I don't think they'll get ahead of Mercedes though. Mercedes obviously don't score any points, but I think they're that far behind. I don't think they're going to close in on them, unfortunately. It's not been a season. It's been a season to forget for Williams, to be honest. Oh, Glock is weaving. I think to be fair, even if he DNFs, he's all right as well. But yes, there you go. So a bit of a celebration there. He knows he's won the championship. Can he get to 3rd though? Can he get a podium? Celebrate his victory. Celebrate his championship win. He narrowly missed out on an F2 championship due to a certain countback, I think it was. To get his first, well, the F2 title. He missed out on to Cam. But he's now, it's official. It is official. Oh, now it tells me it's a safety car. Well done, nice game. Anyway, it's a Mercedes safety car, by the way. But Marlander's not as led as much laps as last week. But he's done his fair share of laps. He's led more laps than Matt Ryan, potentially. I think he has, to be fair. And he's led more laps than Ahmed. I know Ahmed was very close. But safety car then is out. Is it going to come in this lap? I'm sure it will do. Or are we going to get like a 2-lap shootout? No, is it going in? Safe start is in this lap. There we go. So well, wait, see, all the way. It's all the way back there. He's in sector 1. Brilliant. Oh, anyway, right, Alfa Romeo not restoring well, so yep. Is India going to let Casper take the win? Potentially, probably not. Are they going to go across the line together? Potentially. I mean, no, that's not going to happen, is it? But Well, I'll break away from Lakitu first. But anyway, as Indigo has gone then, and we're back under, well, in racing conditions in Portimao. As the safe start is obviously in, but Indigo has had a great start. Casper runs wide though. That's going to potentially pick him a warning. That could be crucial for a potential 1-2 there for Alpine, and back-to-back 1-2, and that's going to basically solidify their championship. As Lakitu going to hold on for third at the moment. Matt Ryan, what can he do? I don't think there's been any position changes. No, as Nick has run a bit wide, and that's going to allow Deck to potentially get past two of them. Oh, what's Stephen doing? Oh, it's 3 wide. Okay. Okay. Well then. Okay then. Anyway, right, there you go. So, interesting. But Lewis Trade has, well, what's happened? There's a few people on here. Casper's had a bit of a moment. That's allowed Matt Ryan down the inside. He's going to go around the outside as Matt Ryan's just left him in the room there. But conditions, so applied. He's going to play it carefully because JP is on the hunt here. Now he's going to try and get past him here. So the Heater's got obviously second. That's sort of bottled that sort of 1-2 for Alpine and Casper. That could be a potential firing situation there for Casper. He's absolutely been outdone by his teammate. JP, oh my life, JP down the inside of Matt Ryan, no contact made, oh my life, I think Casper's gone, and he has. But he's had a bit of a moment, but he's lost a few more positions. This, I think, potentially, well, it won't open up the constructors, potentially it could do, no it won't, because Inco's winning. Yeah, but it's dare to dream. But anyway, Jordan Lane, round the outside of Lewis Craig, who is going to be fuming, and it's, oh, he's got a warning there. Is it the wall? Has he miscounted there? Has he? Because he's now got damage, and he's, well, a good race that is now no longer. And Block is down in 12th. I don't know what's happened. Well, did anyone see what happened to Block there? I don't know. But all my life, if Matt Ryan scores a podium here, it'd be absolutely scenes. He's going to be unbelievable, unbelievable. But if you can get a podium, could potentially. But Casper's down the inside of Ahmed P6. Come on, Ahmed. Oh, he's going to have the traction racer of Casper, and he's going to hold on to P5 last race now. Can Ahmed get a potential P5 as? Wait, see, no, it's a Haas of Lewis Trade. Just waits so far back. But his name was to catch the safety car. But Ahmed, can he hold on to P5? Is Casper going to destroy the dream of a Williams and a Matt Ryan P4 and P5? I think it is. Oh, well done. Well done to destroy it. Kid's trying now. Kid's trying now. Is Ahmed? Oh my life! Is Matt Ryan going to get ahead of both? Oh, that's going to allow Ahmed to get through. Come on, but Indigo. Let's go back on board with Indigo. Matt Ryan. Oh, Matt Ryan and Indigo. Oh my life. Anyway, but Indigo rounds off the season 12. What a fantastic season. Takes here another win in the season. Lakitu, brilliant P2. JP P3, Casper P2, Ahmed P5 gets ahead of Matt Ryan and gives Matt Ryan the last wooden spoon of the season. And O'Stephen P7, Jordan P8, Deck P9, Nick, that's his name, P10, Glock P11, your season 12 champion, drivers champion. Well done to him, congratulations. You are now 2 away from me. I don't know, I might have to just let the gloves and try and stop that. We can't have that happening, can we, boys and girls? But Lewis Trade, P11, Waitsy, a lovely drift across the line in P12, obviously, or P13. Awkward. But anyway, well done, and also congratulations to Alpine, who win the Constructors and the team's title. And I think, don't correct me if I'm wrong here, Indigo's just gone from P18, P8 last on the grid, to first. Right, what did I say about starting last and then winning, and not winning racing next season? Okay, well, there you go, that's Indigo's last race in VSL, by the way, VSL F1, boys and girls. He's had a great time, but that's it. Anyway, right, let's go through the grid then. Indigo in first, takes the win. Lakitu in second, JP in third, a brilliant third place there. Casper, unfortunately, well, bottled it. In fourth, Ahmed, an absolute brilliant P5, absolute scenes. They're going wild in the Williams garage in P5. Matt Ryan in the Red Bull in P6. O'Stephen a brilliant 7th. Jordan in 8th. Deck, unfortunately last season's race winner in Portugal, down in 9th in Tier 2. Obviously Nick, a brilliant season, but unfortunately it's all unravelled the last few rounds into 10th. Your Season 12 champion, VSL F1 champion, Blott in P11. Lewis Craig in P12. And Waitsy in 13th. Your DNFs are Finley, Speed Knighton, Julie Show, Speed Newgarden, and Leroy Hazelard, who wasn't able to get officially started. But there we go then. That's the season. That's another season in the books. Hope you have enjoyed it. I have been The Matter. More news in the coming weeks about a potential mini championship before F1 24 comes out, which if you haven't pre-ordered, do so. And if you're not doing the pre-order, make sure you get it when it does officially come out. And yeah, and obviously you got Season 13, which will be on F1 24 then. Hope you have enjoyed the season. Make sure you check out the playlist for Season 12 as well. If you haven't missed any races, go through it in the off season. Yeah, and make sure you like the video, subscribe. Obviously we had a bit of a technical difficulty in between the races because the game didn't want to have didn't want to help. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and good night.